Sorry for the late episode, but just had to take care of some stuff early in the week. This is the second to last episode of Shadow Era Meltdown Miller. That's crazy. Kind of sad. I wish I had more stuff planned out, but part of the reason that we're winding down the series is it's just been really, really busy. So that's you can see the reason why. Um, Anyway, as a result, since it's our second to last episode, let's see where we're at as far as shadow crystals go. We have 2,164 shadow crystals. So today, or this week, this episode, I am giving away 1,000 of those shadow crystals. All right? We did those a while back, but and then I had to kind of wind it down because I realized that there were more episodes than I was expecting. But you gotta listen because there are updated rules on how to win the 1,000 shadow crystals this week. In the meantime, let's go ahead and play. Today we are gonna do 3 Shattered Fates and 1 Dark Prophecies. This is our second to last combo, the final combo. Next week being 4 Shattered Fates decks, which I don't even know if I've ever played that in real Shadow Era. All right, so I don't think we're gonna play Bloodfang, but the other 3 maybe depending on what we have. It's probably gonna be Praxis or Ythan. Let's try Praxis. See if we have Infinity Core. No Infinity Core. I think it's going to be Ythan because we have some decent allies over here. Nobody with haste though. No, we got one with haste, so that's not too bad. All right, we're gonna do with Ythan. Ythan is a card that I always respect, but I personally don't play too often. Um, it's just not my personal style, really. Um, but it's always fun when you play them, play as them. So yeah, these are decent cards. We don't have too much card draw. I'm not gonna use Temporal Disturbance this time. Hit list, there we go. And yeah, I mean, we need some powerful allies. All these Blood Pack Shamans. That's funny that you can't bring Blood Pack Shaman back. I mean, obviously, that's how that's supposed to work. Alright, so we're getting a lot of cards. Here, Curse of the Aldmore. I'm never a huge fan of Curse of the Aldmore. I feel like I never have, like, the proper time to go and actually use that. So I think we're going to go ditch that for now. Do we have anything that we can use Scriptures of the Righteous on? Not, well, there's one. Anybody else? Not really. Okay, so we have way too many cards. I think I'm going to ditch Change of Plans. There's no Forgiveness, so let's try to remember that. Hunter's Gambit is great. Road Less Traveled. I mean, I guess we're just going to have to ditch Survivalist. Enchanted Oak. All of these are still good cards. Do we have for Tome of Blessings? What allies, what attachments do we even have? Arata Jewels. Elos. I mean, yeah, those are really, really powerful. Any allies that we want to ditch? All right, we probably have too many Blood Pack Shamans, huh? Let's. I'm not a huge fan of Cleric either. So yeah, 39 cards. I think we'll go ahead with that. I think we're happy enough with that. All right, let's see what happens, guys. As I said, it gets harder and harder with these cards. Ooh, Zorm, interesting. As a Jericho. So I feel okay-ish about that. All of these are decent cards to hold. Mimic is going to be tough because we can't use it until later, but it is a really, really good card. So we'll try to hold on to that one. Obviously, we got our 2 allies, and they're both relatively sturdy allies, so we really want to hold on to that. So here's the deal with the contest. Alright, what are we going to ditch? I think it's going to have to be Mimic. There are going to, I am opening it up to multiple entrants. So it's not just the first person to say it wins. So you can, what I'm going to do is however many people enter, by the time the final episode goes along, I will take all of the entrants and I will pick a random entrant and they will be the winner. All right, Plague Bread Run. So that's tough. I mean, it's not too tough. Okay, let's see what we got here. Super Focus is great, except we have Jericho, so they can take it away. I think we're going to have to get rid of Incendiary Curse, as much as I like that card. So, yeah, so here's how this week's contest. I want you to find the very first episode of a commentary that I did on Meltdown Miller. I didn't do play-by-play commentary on the original episodes. Originally, they were just like old replay episodes, and I just put them up with no audio. Eventually, I started doing that. It wasn't, the very first one was not like a live commentary in that I wasn't playing it at the time that I recorded it. I was still watching a replay. But I want you to find that episode, and I want you to comment your in-game name in it. All right? You have to comment in that episode. All right, let's see what we want to ditch here. I mean, sadly, I think like our attachments are useless now. Elos is resolve. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to. Well, all right, let's ditch Super Focus first. So, got to make a decision here on who to put down first. Or we just go ahead and use Hunter's Gambit. Let's just go ahead. Well, see, because if we use Hunter's Gambit, we draw 2 cards, and then we're just going to be up at 7. It's not really worth it to use it right now. Let's put down Abomination. Nah, let's put Yari Vanguard down. They might have seen me put down Hunter's Gambit, which would suck. We have allies still. They have, again, slight board control. Maybe I shouldn't have... I probably should have ditched Elos' Resolve first instead of Super Focus, because if they disable my Vanguard right now, I could have used it, and I could have taken both of them out. So yeah, relatively simple, no questions or anything, but you got to find that episode and comment in that episode, not in the comment section of this episode, not this episode, that original episode that was our first commentary episode. Just give your in-game name. If you want to leave something, a nice comment, that would be cute also. That's not going to, that's not a requirement. Rampant Krygon. Yeah, so he's got a lot of allies here. That's not worth anything. That doesn't do any... Well, no, it doesn't do anything. That's... I mean, I think that was not a good idea. There was no point in using Rampant Krygon's ability on that, basically. Okay, so... The tough thing now... I think we have no choice but to... Man, Hunter's Gambit is... Okay, we're going to ditch Elos' Resolve. So... We have our weapon, which is good. That'll come in handy. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's going to have to be on Plight Red Run. It's an overkill. Cool. Okay. These two will work well together. But I think, unfortunately, we're going to have to use our weapon and use our shadow ability to be able to take these guys out just to, again, retain board control. Foreign Axio is nice because it's an attachment that Jericho will not be able to take away because it just returns to your hand before they even can get their ability on it. So yeah, again, a kind of a waste of Sword of Might, but that's what we're going to use it on the next turn. Cool, alright, so here we go. Alright, Jules, unfortunately, not very useful right now. So we're going to go ahead and use Sword of Might, use our ability on that, on ourselves. So now we have a card draw advantage. If we had to, we can use our shadow ability on the next turn and deal either 4 damage if it's somebody who has a cost of 4 or less, or deal up to 6 damage if it's somebody... Okay, cool. All right, so here we go. Let's slowly work our way up. let's bring Woven Tactician up, because then we can use Plightbred Run. Wait, no, what's that guy's name? Bloodpack Shaman on the next turn. Alright, so again, we have our Shadow ability, which will work well. Perfect against Nathanius. Sweet. We can use Woven Tactician on Nathanius, which, as if you guys have, in one of the episodes, I made fun of that name because I think it's a really, really funny name. Okay, so then we'll put down Abomination, activate Woven Tactician. Don't even need to use 4 in Axio yet. Okay, so we got that. We'll hold off for now. This guy will go up in damage, so that's good. Again, we have slowly gotten board control back. We don't have any attachments or effects that they can even use. Oh, no, come on, that was way too quick. That wasn't that fun. At least I was smart enough to ask the question ahead of time. And also, this episode is super late anyway. Guys, that was the second to last episode of Shadow Era Meltdown Miller. We got one more episode left. If I'm smart, I'll do something kind of special. I mean, really, the special thing is I'm going to give away whatever is left over of my Shadow Crystal collection by then. I mean, if we gave away... So here's how it's going to look. So, 2,164. I am... if I gave away 1,000 of that, and there will be a... I think it's a 10% fee. So that'll be 1,100, which would leave us with 1,064. But we're going to get 250 Shadow Crystals from this upcoming weeks of Meltdown. I'm assuming that I'm going to be able to win that from the contest. So that'll come up to like 1,300-ish, 1,314 Shadow Crystals, which isn't that much more than 1,000 Shadow Crystals once you take the 100 points out of it. If you guys are willing to wait yet another week after that, I'll probably be able to get another 250 Shadow Crystals. So for the final episode, it'll probably be like a 1,300 Shadow Crystal giveaway or something. So we'll see you guys next week for a very special, well, hopefully special, but very final episode of Shadow Era Meltdown Miller. Goodbye. See you guys soon.